So today was an example of a tough day when making changes to the microbiome. I cut out the cafe and I didn't drink a coffee, and I only ate beef, so no bacon um, as well, which has been part of the diet for the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. I've been enjoying bacon a lot, and so to cut it out, I just wasn't even bothered by this point because I woke up in the morning, this morning, bloated, no appetite, and I could tell I was going to be having die-off symptoms. So I took some activated charcoal, and I think that got me through most of the morning. And then I had lunch around 2 o'clock, which was just a steak and 3 beef pies. I've definitely eaten under my calories for the day. I know normally I would feed myself more, but if I'm honest, there's just not an appetite there. So I'm trying to stay tuned into what my body's wanting. If my body's hungry, it's obviously got more important things that it's dealing with other than wanting to deal with digestion. I've had some protein, I've had some fat, I've had electrolytes in my water, and I've had the activated charcoal to help some of these die-off symptoms. I'm just super bloated, headache, bit foggy, low energy, low mood. But I think I've gone through it the best way that I could. Fortunately, it's been a really nice day today. So I've been out, had some sun, and just was expecting this to happen anyway when I cut out the cafe and the coffee. So hopefully tomorrow, I can already feel in my back feels less tense than it has done in recent months. So that's a good sign, probably from the fasting. My body's having more time to repair, and there's probably something moving through my digestive system. So I've been having thoughts of SIFO again, the fungal overgrowth, because I know that the bacteria is well under control now. I'm consistently low, being on the carnivore diet, so I'm not getting symptoms from that anymore. And they were quite specific symptoms, like every day like this, pretty much. But now that's under control, and I've cut out the histamine. Maybe my immune system's just upregulating and getting things out quicker because I've not put anything damaging, and I've not added any more histamine today into my diet. So that could be a factor as well. My body's just clearing stuff. But as well, I have come across a few leading experts say that when there is bacterial overgrowth, there's normally fungal overgrowth. So candida, which I definitely have suspected in the past. So I think it's important not to rule that out just yet, because like bacteria, they can hide behind biofilms in the intestine apparently, so it can be difficult to get to. But if I'm starving them, it only makes sense they'd be kicking off, and I'm pretty sure kefir contains yeast, and if one has a candida problem, it's probably best not to add more yeast into the mix. So maybe there is some candida die-off. I don't know. This could just be histamine or candida or both. But I'm feeling pretty heavy. But I'm feeling hopeful for tomorrow that it'll be a better day, and I'll have less symptoms. I'm just trying to move through it intuitively. I've been here before, so I kind of know the process. I know the map. Like I've walked this way a few times. I've just not had the knowledge to be able to keep on top of it and prevent it from relapsing. And I now know that. But I'm convinced that sugar, carbohydrates in general, is the main issue, and it's not the carbs themselves. It's my addiction to carbs, which is the problem. And while I'm healing, I really need to try and avoid them, because it's that saying, like the alcoholics have. An old friend of mine who had success with coming out of drinking and being an alcoholic, went through the Alcoholics Anonymous. He said that there was a saying amongst the group that 1 is too many and 1,000 is not enough, and that summarizes like how I think about sugar. When I think about sugar, that's what I tell myself, because it's true. It's endless. I'm a bottomless pit when it comes to sugar, or happened in the past. I couldn't do it anymore. It really wrecked me too badly. But when my body could tolerate it and I didn't get derailed, I would just binge eat on sugar, and so there's definitely an addiction there. And I think I know in the past, like from smoking and quitting smoking, that when I cut something, they can't be, I have to go a long distance before I can even be around it, and I would say a good year. So I'm wondering if a 365-day carnivore diet is on the agenda to really regain that sense of control that I believe I will regain once I've gone the distance. I've done it with smoking, I've done it with drinking, I've done it with lifestyle habits, so it can only be the same for sugar. But it is, sugar is one of the hardest things I've had to give up. So yeah, and it always plays on my mind, especially, we associate so many things with sugar, especially in the UK and the West. Everything to do with celebrating either involves sugar or alcohol or both. And yeah, it's so crazy that it's poison as well. There's nothing in it that's good for us. It's causing all the diabetes, all the heart disease, destroying the gut bacteria, all this ADHD, autism. I'm sure a lot of these people will be addicted to sugar and feed on it, because who wouldn't? It tastes so good, it's so addictive, and the people that are making it know that as well. The scientists that are producing the sugar that these big corporations pay to test what tastes good. So we are all really up against it. Us sugar addicts anyway. I'm one of them, and I know it. So I'm going to try and do something about it. I have tried in the past, but every time, if I just reintroduce some, even Greek yogurt with a little bit of raw honey, that raw honey can turn into just having tablespoons of raw honey, which I don't think is a bad thing if you've got a level of stability within your gut health and digestion. But when it's compromised and carbs are a problem and bacteria and candida and all this stuff, it's it needs to go. And I think I need to go the distance with it. And good news, the sous vide arrives tomorrow. So I'll be making some sous vide steaks for the first time. I'm really excited to try what they're like. And I'm also picking up my beef and my kidney tomorrow, my ox kidney, so I can get some steaks cut out and try this sous vide, see what the juicy steaks are like. And that's it. I'll keep updated on how things go, but I'm remaining hopeful that I will still make even if I don't feel good. I'm seeing it as progress, because this is, I'm pretty sure, is die off what I'm experiencing today. So yeah, that's it.